Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. Today we'll be using the tarot at the end of the rainbow for today's daily tarot reading. This is for the 23rd of June 2023. Let's see what they have to say. Alright my lovelies, let me adjust my lighting real quick. Hopefully that got rid of most of the glare. I apologize if you do still have some, like probably over in here somewhere, but hopefully that cleared up most of it. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups, Temperance in the reverse, the Hierophant in the reverse, the Death card in the reverse, the Five of Wands in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, the Empress, the Hangman, Justice, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Fool card, and the Eight of Wands. And now that I said all that, I'm just now realizing how many majors you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9. Yeah, quite a few. And for those of you that did not see yesterday's video called Course Correct, you can go back for it if you'd like, but we're going to recover some of that because it is here. So let's go ahead and jump into this because it does tie in together. Well, we've probably been on a little bit of a time out. Things being stressful, painful, just plain uncomfortable. And we were kind of put on a timeout for a reason, and it was for us to gain certain connections before we move forward, before we move on. We needed to realize a couple things, to learn and integrate some lessons when it comes to imbalance. So things were not allowed to officially end until we had assimilated and integrated certain things, certain lessons. So that wasn't actually the problem. Being put on timeout wasn't actually the problem, although probably some of us perceived it as the problem, but it wasn't. Integrating the actual lesson, realizing where the imbalance was, and that our timeout served a purpose was probably the least of your worries. But yes, your timeout was completely out of your control. And unfortunately, this was all for you to look at. This Three of Swords right here. Our pains, our difficulties, our suffering. You were put on timeout. The control was taken away from you just long enough for you to realize where the imbalance was, why you were uncomfortable, why you couldn't progress forward, why you couldn't take actions. And it was because you needed to learn that certain connections were not helping you. Really just not helping you. Or as I do believe I said yesterday in the Course Correct video, you were making the same choices and some of your choices were just wrong. So until you figured out which choices were correct and could fix them to get a new path, timeout. Yeah, timeout. However, we've actually learned those lessons. We've integrated them. We figured out what they were, because now we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. We're not resting anymore. Our timeout is over. So now that we're aware, and we're going to do so moving forward in a place where we're going to nurture ourselves after a period of enlightenment of our timeout, which served us very, very well, we're now moving forward. And it's because we are definitely making better choices with these Two of Swords over here. We're going to be making choices that make us feel better, choices that serve us better. We're going to start keeping things that we need and letting go of the rest. So we get this new start here with the Nine of Cups and the Fool card. So we're off and running in a new direction. This is very much a course correct part 2. Let me make sure there's nothing else here. I just want to double check real quick. Apologies for the wait. No, I think we're good. So for those of you that have probably felt like you're bashing your head against a wall, not being able to make progress, if you were stuck somewhere in the middle here of trying to learn what the lesson is, ask yourself, well, what purpose does this serve? Me not moving forward, not being able to move forward, what purpose does that serve? What can I learn? And start paying attention to the choices you make, the cycles, the things that keep repeating, because those are very telling and will probably help guide you on what it is you need to learn. That way you can move through this energy. The fact that they're giving it to me on a second day is a bit important. I will say though, for the most of you, you're either past this stage and are now moving freely, or you have the ability for the rest of you to get over this and integrate, choose that new path and get started and free yourself up, which is great because that means then you can start moving, you can start tackling things, you can be more productive, you know, things big and small, because you freed up your time, you freed up your energy, your movement is no longer restricted. As I said, the timeout comes to where it's at an end. Let me double check the astrology for you. Oh, Moon enters Virgo, so increase in productivity. A lot of extra work can be done. Small projects, tasks, chores, etc. can be tackled. That's what I'm picking up here at the end. After our energy is freed up, we're moving forward on a new direction, a better path, and we're moving swiftly with this Eight of Wands. We're being more productive. We're launching forward at an accelerated rate. And for those that love the numerology, all your cards, believe it or not, add up to 130, which reduces to 4, which is our foundation and our security. So we've got a better foundation going. Our choices are better. How we're functioning is better. We're more balanced. So like I said, your timeout does serve a purpose. So we get into that period where we start struggling a bit and nothing seems to have forward momentum. When you feel like you've stalemated, you're stuck in a rut, which is basically what this is. Slow down and start paying attention. Start looking at it from a different angle, because there's something there for you to learn, and you're not going to free yourself up until you identify what it is, what you need to pay attention to, because timeouts, being put on the back burner like that, is all for you to realize signs, synchronicities, and missteps, things that you've glossed over and ignored for probably far too long. So you get a pause in order to become aware of it, get your attention drawn to it, and then address it. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for today. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.